in a liberal order, and it's based on the idea of liberalism. The idea of liberalism is based on the individual and the achievement of individual rights and individual freedoms. So the ideas such as the individual's right to own property, freedom to make their own decisions, and such forth. But the concept of individualism in society itself, if you look at, for example, at the family in terms of the husband and wife, and now the Western idea of how a family should be in terms of, in many societies, traditional or even current societies, you find that it's the role of the man to be a provider in a sense. Well, both provide, and then the woman stays at home and she has a role in looking after the children. Also, in traditional society, she would also be growing food. But in Western societies, the woman stays at home, the man makes all of the money. So it has almost created a competitive mindset that the woman also wants to go out there, and the role of the man is seen as something greater than the role of the woman. It's a European Eurocentric idea that, to the extent that promotes the male more than the female role in life or position in life. So even the females in this society wants to be a so-called achiever, whereas the role at home or in terms of caring and guiding the life of the child is played down in Western societies. That's why you find situations like the children have a lot less respect for their parents in Western societies, or their behavior towards their parents is less controlled than in traditional societies. And that is also the right of the child. The child is, to some extent, given more freedom in Western society. Corporal punishment, parents punishing their children in certain ways, is now seen as something that is not good in Western society, which to some extent emboldens children to turn against their parents. And you have ideas such as divorce and abortion. These are divorce in traditional society is almost not heard of. There would always be a way to reconcile or sort out the problem without the family separating. But because of the individualist mindset of Western societies, if any disagreement takes place or one party, either the husband or wife, is aggrieved in some way, divorce is more or less promoted as a solution. And these ideas of individual rights are promoted as universal concepts or rights which should be enjoyed by the whole world. It's a Western idea developed for Western societies, but in the idea of the United Nations or in the concepts of Charter of the United Nations, you find these are the ideas that are promoted for the whole world to adopt